Hi, this is Tom. Welcome to my channel. This will be a short video discussing a strategy for large maps in playing Risk. And this is a strategy that I learned about from Cole, uh, a Risk grandmaster who has a YouTube channel. And he talked about using distributed territory bonus for large Risk maps. So the distributed territory bonus is a bonus that's just based on having lots of troops. So you can have, so if you have 21 troops, that would correspond to a bonus of 7. You get 3 no matter what, just for being alive. And then when you get up to 12, then it goes by threes. So if you have 12, you get 4, 15, 5, 18, 6, and so on. And it's a strategy that I would not have thought of. And so I was really glad to hear it. And once he mentioned it, I was able to pretty quickly think of some advantages of it. And so that's the purpose of this video, is to point some of these out. So one is you don't have to have lots of troops to guard your continent. So if you have a continent that you're guarding, if somebody does a set, they can get 10 cards. Say they have a 5 next to your boundary, and they get a 10, and then they can add to that their territory bonus, or whatever bonuses they have. And even if that's only a 3, the minimum, that's 10 plus 3, plus, say, the 5 they already had there, which that's 18. So 5 might not seem like much, but all of a sudden balloons to 18. So if you want to be guarding, you might have 3 or 4 or 5 areas to guard. Well, that's an awful lot of troops to guard, maybe a bonus that isn't even that big. Maybe it's only 4. So that's one advantage, is that, especially on a large map, it could be an inefficient use of your troops. So the second advantage is you don't have to worry about large stacks, being blown away. So if you're spread out all over the place, and kind of the strategy of death by 1,000 cuts, you don't care if a little bit of your area gets knocked around, because you're everywhere. And also, I'll mention about um, the continent bonus, is that even though you're not guarding it, that doesn't mean you won't get it. Because if you're like spreading around, so you're covering like a whole area, you cover a whole continent as you're moving along to the next one. If you're spread around fast enough, or it could be that just there's nobody strong around the area. So even though you just have a bunch of ones in a continent, that doesn't mean that you won't get the bonus for the continent. Anyway, you don't have to worry about your large stacks being blown up as much if you have a lot of just smaller, like ones and twos, and smaller stacks spread all around. And then the third advantage is flexibility. If you're spread all out all over the map, and say there's a weak player on some portion of the map, you can quickly get a killing stack of troops over there, whereas if you don't have a foothold, it can be a lot more difficult. And the same thing is true in breaking the bonuses that other people have. So I thought this was a very interesting and logical strategy to use on large maps, and was really glad to see that this video that brought this up, and hope you find this useful. Thanks for watching. Until next time.